the year. Great seats still available in February for the show the New York Times called one of the most fully immersive. The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Visit CuriousOnBroadway.com. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit us at Geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO.
Let's get it started. Start your day with us. So wake me up in the morning.
I listen to it in the car while I'm driving to work.
Very efficient.
The Morning News on WCBS News Radio 880.
Thursday afternoon, January 22nd, WCBS News Time 2:50. A misspelled word on a rug has really paid off for a sheriff in Florida. Here's CBS News correspondent Peter King.
The Pinellas County, Florida Sheriff's Office has made lemonade out of a lemon, so to speak, auctioning off a rug with a misprint of the motto, "In God We Trust." That rug was actually in the Sheriff's Office for months before anybody noticed that it actually said, "In Dog We Trust." The auction fetched $9,600 for an organization that takes care of injured and sick dogs. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
Bad roads cost the average driver in New Jersey $2,000 a year. That according to a new report from a national nonprofit called the Road Improvement Program, or TRIP, T-R-I-P. It comes a week after the New Jersey Transportation Commissioner said bad roads cost drivers $600 a year in repairs. TRIP says the amount it came up with is higher because it also takes into account the cost of traffic congestion, crashes, injuries, and lost productivity. The report also comes as Commissioner Fox in New Jersey stepped up inspections of the worst bridges in the state. A Long Island woman is accused of driving drunk and slamming into a house. Here's WCBS reporter Sophia Hall.
I'm on Skyview Court, a cul-de-sac here in Hauppauge, where authorities said Arlene Lamb Palermo first hit a tree and kept on driving drunk into her neighbor's living room with her 15-year-old daughter in the car. The owner of the home said his two children, his wife, and 6 of his kids' friends were in the home at the time, and thankfully no one was injured, but it could have been a lot worse. A blue tarp has been placed on the front of his home to cover up the hole. The 48-year-old suspect has been charged under Leandra's law. Her daughter was taken to the hospital and treated for her minor injuries. When I asked what kind of neighbor Palermo is, the owner told me a good one, and I do wish her the best. Sophia Hall, WCBS News Radio 880.
An asteroid around 1,800 feet wide is heading toward Earth, but it will miss us by 745,000 miles. That's about 3 times the distance between the Earth and the Moon. You can breathe easier. The asteroid will be closest to Earth on Monday. Amateur astronomers in North America should be able to see it with telescopes and maybe even binoculars. Powerful painkillers are widespread among women ages 15 to 44. And now reporter Sabrina Kupik tells us that the CDC is worried.
Painkillers like Lortab, Vicodin, and Percocet, if taken during pregnancy, can cause problems.
We are very concerned that there may be a possibility that women are using these medications before they even know they're pregnant.
Dr. Jennifer Lynn with the CDC tells me the powerful painkillers can cause some birth defects. She's encouraging women to talk to their doctors about medications they're taking, especially if they're pregnant or thinking of becoming pregnant. Sabrina Cupid for CBS News, Atlanta.
WCBS News Time 2:54. A check of business news coming up next.
I'm Lex Friedman. I run my own business, so I know from experience, hiring new employees can be tough. Posting your job in one place isn't enough to find quality candidates. If you want to find the perfect hire, you need to post your job on all the top job sites. And now you can. With ZipRecruiter.com, you can post your job to 50-plus job sites, including Craigslist, LinkedIn, and Twitter, all with a single click. Find candidates in any industry nationwide. Just post once and watch your qualified candidates roll into ZipRecruiter's easy-to-use interface. No juggling emails or calls to your office. Quickly screen candidates, rate them, and hire the right person fast. Find out today why ZipRecruiter has been used by over 200,000 businesses. And right now, our listeners can post jobs on ZipRecruiter for free by going to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio. One more time. To try it for free, go to ZipRecruiter.com/talkradio.
WCBS 880, Tom Kaminsky. Because it matters where you get your traffic reports. Yes, we rely on Tom every morning. The delays back on the Jersey side are just not to be believed. Across Georgia, you can Tom Kaminsky. Summer 880. Only on WCBS. Tommy and the Chopper at 4:48 this afternoon. WCBS News Time now 2:55. That means it is time for business news. And as we check the latest numbers from Bloomberg Business, we see stocks sharply higher today. All three major indices up well over 1%. The Dow up 256 points, 17,811. The S&P up 27, and the Nasdaq up 67 points on the day. Time now for the Big Life from CNBC. Here's Jane Wells.
You think living in New York or LA is expensive? Well, it is. But London takes it to a whole other level. UK real estate firm Savills says London is the most expensive city in the world, and the total value of residential property there now tops $2 trillion. That is equal to the entire economy of Brazil and more than the GDP of Italy and Russia. In fact, if the London residential real estate market was a world economy, it would rank 7th. The $2.2 trillion worth of homes and apartments there is more than twice the total estimated value of all residential property in New York City, which is only around $900 billion. London has benefited from a combination of a strengthening economy and rich foreign buyers. But Savills says values may have peaked and could start to fall, because the cure for high prices is high prices. With the Good Life, Jane Wells, CNBC for WCBS News Radio 880.
WCBS News Time 2:57. Traffic and weather together, and then Wayne Cabot will join me with today's top stories.
Attention accident victims. If you or a loved one has been injured by a slip and fall accident, a work accident, a motor vehicle accident, a defective product, medical malpractice, you may be eligible for substantial financial compensation. Compensation for your accident may cover damages such as pain and suffering, past and future medical bills, including hospital care, doctor bills, and physical therapy, lost wages due to the inability to work, loss of companionship. If you or a loved one has been injured in an accident, time is limited to file a claim, so act now. The call and consultation are free.
So call us now at 800-945-4853. That's 800-945-4853. Call free. 800-945-4853.
A non-attorney spokesperson, www.ilawsuit.com, is responsible for this advertisement. Principal office, San Diego, California.
Don't miss Sleepy's Super Saturday sale. Preview the sale Friday and save big on select Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest. The Queen set starting at $289. That's 70% off. Sleepy's, the only mattress professional.
WCBS News Time 2:58. Traffic and weather together on the 8th. Lead the way, Chris Majette.
Well, police have managed to reopen one additional lane here on westbound Route 3 as you pass the Middleton Sports Complex. There was an overturned tractor-trailer on the entrance ramp from the Turnpike, and that ramp is still closed. If you're exiting the western spur of the Turnpike at 16W, you cannot get onto westbound Route 3 as crews are continuing to clean up from an earlier flipped-over tractor-trailer. Route 3 itself, westbound, is slow, but it is improving now that we have that additional lane open. No problems at the Lincoln Tunnel, the Holland, or the GW Bridge. Northbound West Side Highway, extra heavy off of 12th Avenue up into the 100s as a result of some roving road work. Bronx approaches to the outbound George Washington Bridge. Really not too bad. We are jammed up on the BQE. There's a southbound collision at the Kosciuszko Bridge. Left lane blocked. Northbound just jammed up from the area of the Brooklyn Bridge right up to the Kosciuszko Bridge. And now the forecast from the WCBS Weather Center.
For tonight, partly cloudy skies. Overnight low 28 in the city, 20 in the colder suburbs. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high of 38. Trouble Saturday, though. Snow turning to sleet and rain, then back to snow before it ends Saturday evening. 3 to 6 inches of snow possible. Really depends on where you'll be to determine how much you'll get. The high 38, then sunny and 38 again on Sunday. Right now, we have sunshine and 38 degrees in New York City at a minute before 3.
News, traffic, and weather for New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. We are News Radio.
Thursday the 22nd, I'm Wayne Cabot.
I'm Steve Scott. Here's the latest from the WCBS Newsroom. New York Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver, charged with corruption, is released on $200,000 bond.
The MTA votes to raise subway and bus fares, making the price of a single ride now $275.
The cause remains unknown in that big fire that destroyed an apartment complex in Edgewater.
The New York City Council votes to rename streets in honor of 2 police officers murdered last month.
The president of Yemen reportedly steps down as part of a deal with rebels.
Bills.
Patriots coach Bill Belichick says he did not know about underinflated footballs during Sunday's game.
And tonight, the Nets have a late game in L.A. against the Clippers.
WCBS News Time, 3 o'clock.
CBS News. I'm Harley Carnes. If the U.S. loses Yemen as an active ally in the fight against Islamist